Big breath. Inhale. Exhale. Breathe in with funneled mouth. Breathe out the same way, just to get things going. Judy's mind, body, welcome. And we're doing triple burner. Inhale up. And slowly exhale down through 3 dantians, the head, the heart and lungs, and the abdomen. This is number 4, 5. Stand tall. 6. Breathe the breath in now through your nostrils and out through your mouth by feeling the exhale coming down through the whole body. And one more of triple burner. Inhaling up and exhaling down through 3 energy centers, the head, the heart, and the abdomen. And resting on globes of energy. Feel it right there. Gravity's underneath, but we're leaving the palms right here. They're rounded and the fingers are open, and you can really feel that there's Qi there, and just rest there. Beautiful. Okay, and our next Qigong move will be this one. Buddha picks up the earth. We start up high and we come down on the exhale in a circle. And we inhale up through the center. And we push the world up into the sky. And we inhale again. Push the world up. Slow exhale. And inhale through the center body. Tongue is on the upper palate, right behind the upper teeth. It's called your hard palate. You want to keep the tongue there, here. As you open the jaw till slightly, and you exhale down through the mouth, or actually through the throat. Feel it there. Buddha picks up the earth. Here's where you exhale. 2 more. And last one of Buddha picks up the earth and sends the world into the sky. Beautiful. Ground it through the earth. And now we move towards the accordion, which is a lateral expansion of the body at the rib cage. So inhaling here. Tongue's on the upper palate, jaw slightly open, inner smile. Exhale back. Not completely, but right to there. Inhale again. Lateral expansion at the ribs. Lateral contraction of the ribs. The accordion. Two more. Beautiful. Sink it into the ground. We'll do several groundings here. Inhale to the heart. And back to the abdomen on the exhale. To the head, your third dantian or energy center. And back through the other 2, the heart and the abdomen. And inhale up to the trees. Whatever your tallest trees are, wherever you are. And exhale down. It's almost like a celebration of the trees. And then up to your mountains, if you have them where you are. Inhale up. Or think of beautiful mountains that you have been to, and exhale slowly down. And then all the way up to the sun, open the heart, open the body, slight back bend of the upper spine. And now slowly exhale down in relaxation response. And shake it out. From the feet up through the knees, up through the body, up through the heart, up through the head, all the way, and let it go. Just shake it. Good. Picking up a feather and letting it go. Your feet are in a V. Bring the thumb and the forefinger so far together that you can come up to your ceiling and slightly exhale down slowly, letting it go with a flat palm. And then looking back to observe it, this knee back here will bend and the front knee will be straight pretty much, not locked. Picking up a feather and letting it go. 3 more on this side. Your feet are in a V. Your toes are basically moving towards this wall where you're bringing up the feather between the thumb and the forefinger. And you straighten the back leg when you get up high, and you exhale back and you bend that leg to look back and then look forward. Use the toe back there to focus on for grounding. That way you won't fall over. And then come back down. Beautiful. Let's do the other side. I keep my feet in a V here, and I'm facing my toes this direction. I'm going to bring my thumb and forefinger together to inhale up. And the back toe and the part of the ball of the foot are connected to the ground here. So I can't fall over on your inhale here. And then bring the palms down, or the palm down here, flat, as if you're kind of painting the wall. Paint whatever you see, but see it with your eyes and with your gesture. And one more here. Of picking up a feather and letting it go. Once more, let's shake it out. Good. Now we're going to come to heaven and earth. Your left palm will move up, or your right palm. And the other palm will move down. You look up at it. You can turn it into the Statue of Liberty you want if you just make this little slight half circle here and lift up. Or you can just flatten it out and then flatten the bottom one out too. And then inhale, center, and bring the other hand up. And I like to have one palm facing this direction, and then one palm facing the opposite direction, so that you're always stretching on both sides. Really important for heaven and earth, another Qigong move. And then we can come up even farther here if we bring our palms up, circling overhead like this, really extend the arms. And now we're going to do a side bend. Bring this hand, your left hand, down the side body and come over as if you were between 2 panes of glass to do a side bend. It's kind of a C curve. Then come back up. You might want to bring both hands up again. Take a nice inhale here and then C curve to this side. Exhale down that side. And a couple more. It's always better to do 2 or 3 than 1. Side bend. Here's the C curve. You can look up at your palm if you're comfortable with that, and then slide down the seam of your shirt or your pants. And stay as straight as you can. You want to feel like the back of the skull is continues up to the sky, like you've got a string there, and the whole spine is elongated. Good. Now we're going to do a Buddhist walking meditation, but first we'll shift across here and shift across. I want you to feel the side-to-side weight shift here before we begin, because the knees, when you come over here, are bending each way, okay? So now when you want to come to the forward leg here and you want it to have you be your left, you want to first bend this knee here. That's your yan leg. And the yin leg is going to come here, right out from that hip, your left hip. And then you're going to come forward, bending into the front knee here a bit and straightening the back leg. That's yin. This is yang. And you're going to bring the other foot forward. And see if we can balance this as we come forward. You might want to pull ropes. Imaginary ropes help. And then you're going to pull. And basically you're moving heel through the middle of the foot to toe. And then the last one here, and you're going to come back with the other foot. Now start toe to back to the heel. Toe through the center of the foot and back to the heel. Toe. And feel your toes with your fingers moving. You want to connect all that for better balance. Make sure we feel the feet as well as the hands. Good. One more here. Great. Let's shake it out again. And the propeller, open the palms out to the side. We're going to do a spinal twist here. You're going to first move towards your right over here. Inhale and then exhale as you twist. Inhale, center. Your feet are in a V. Twist to the other side, exhale. Inhale back. 3, 4, 5 of the propeller. Good. And release. The owl is next. We're going to transition into more aerobic things in a few minutes, but I want you to first feel the owl. So bring your palms behind you, maybe connect them like this, however you want to connect them back there. And you're going to look over towards your right, like you're looking through the horizon to catch some really delicious something. And inhale over here and exhale as you twist the head. The chin is parallel to the ground. And over to the other side. And keep the spine really long. And that string that comes out of the back of the skull there, connected towards heaven. Inhaling center, exhaling one side, and then the other. And that's probably good. Now we'll do some joint rolling. So you're going to bring your chin to your chest and roll first over towards the right and then to the left. 3 times. See if you can almost connect the ear to the shoulder on both sides if possible, but hold the shoulders down with your fists and back. A gentle fist. Good, and now going the opposite way towards your left ear to left shoulder and then around on the inhale and exhaling to the other side. And we'll do one more here. Don't make them too fast. The idea in Qigong is to be slow, circular, connected, moving from the center. And slowness is honored more than speed. But now we'll do a couple things that are a little speedier. Okay, let's do some big movements like we're swimming, but keep the back feet in your V here so that you can move from ball of the foot to other ball of the foot, releasing the heel. Crawl stroke. Good. Now bringing the feet a little bit closer together. We're on a raft and we're enjoying warm water and we're just kind of looking up happily for our backstroke. Good, that's 4 or 5 of those, that's great. And now we're going to do the breaststroke, bringing the palms out here together and then Inhale here and push out by saying shh, like S-H-U-H. Shh. And why are we doing that? We want to connect to the core. Inhale first. Shh. Two more. Shh. Shh. Great. Now we'll return to the rest of our joints because we've connected to this basic core here. We're going to bring our fingers right inside of the shoulders and just come up 3 times going, ah. Breathe in, breathe out. Ah. Ah. Good. Now inhale forward, up, back and down, releasing the shoulders, opening up the spine and the back. Notice how when you do this, you close off the chest momentarily and then open it as you inhale forward, up, back and down. Let the shoulder blades roll down the back. 3 more. Don't go too fast. I know some of you love speed. Good. Now we'll go the opposite way. We're going to go forward and see what happens when we make the back actually larger, but we make the chest really small. And these rolls are really important because we want to have some real relaxation available between the vertebrae as we actually work with a relaxed spine. Good. Shake it out again. And we're going to do knocking at the gates. The gates are your buttocks back there, but if you can go around, just slide on the balls of the feet and release the heels. And that will keep knee, hip, and ankle together, which is important. And yes, this is a little faster, but it's important to have us go and get some real relaxation here by not being too slow all the time when we're warming up. And this is a traditional warm-up for Tai Chi Chuan, knocking at the gates. Then you come up a little bit higher for the kidneys. That's about 4 now. Now come up and touch the lung points here. Maybe bring the feet in a little bit closer together. Tap there. And now fold forward from the hips, flat back, and come down, round the spine, come inside the legs to tap all the way maybe around the toes if you can reach down there. I'm bending my knees here, up to you. And then up the other side of the legs. We're awakening the chi in the skin or the fascia. And this has a good effect on the body. You want to wake up in the morning, this is perfect. You want to wake up after a nap, also really good. Okay, these are the lung points, and we're going to make an effort here to feel the sternums and say in your most beautiful voice, ah, as if you were Tarzan. Ready? Inhale. Ah. Yeah, you want to tap there and really feel that sternum. That's a really important point for the voice, actually. Good. And let's go down again, folding forward from the hips, rounding the spine, and then coming up with your knees were bending, and now they're back to straight. Good. Now we're going to go down the arms with our tapping and up the inside and across the chest and down the other side and up the inside of that. Good. And one thing that really is nice is to be able to give yourself a little self-massage here by just getting rid of any tension that might be in you and say, metaphorically, go away. Okay, and now the other side, top of the arm, inside the arm, and again, and then let it go. And we'll do a beautiful Qigong move here called the fountain, inhaling up, bringing the backs of the palms together to fold forward from the hips and all the way over to release. You might even find that you can touch the ground, but you don't have to. There's no have to here. use your own common sense to take care of your body. And inhale the backs of the palms up. Open for the vowels. We're going to start with the Italian vowels. Ah, ah. Inhale here, exhale over, slowly. Come back up. This will be ah, A. The A is next. Inhale for A. A. Doesn't have to be beautiful. And now you're going to come over again on your exhale for the fountain. A-E is next. Good, a little kid sound there. And over again for O. Inhale for O. Oh, good. And then the last one will be ooh. Inhale and exhale over. Ooh. Or anything you want to do there. It just makes it fun to add whatever you want to do. And this is for the digits. It's called the air guitar. You're going to take the fingers like this, and you're going to come up this way and go back down. You'll make a sound. It's kind of a spinal twist in a way, but very moderate. And then you come to the other side and you do the same thing again. You're moving the fingers, you're relaxing the palms, and you're making some noise. Ready? Here we go. Ah, ah, oh, oh. And the other side. E, 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 A, Good, and that's probably enough of that. It's really good to get your voice going because if you're going to have a busy weekend, you'll be talking to people. You want to have some voice there. Okay, now we're going to go back to, we did the crawl stroke, the breaststroke, the arms overhead for the backstroke, and now we should do wrist circles. Okay, so first, let's bring the palms up into a T, and you're going to wrist circle with your forearm and your wrists and your palms as we open up more joints and connect them. 6, 7, 8, and then the opposite way, back. 2, 3, 4, etc. 5, 6, 7, 8. Good. Now we're going to do hip rolls. So forward. Let's go to the left here, left this way. Forward, left, back, side. Forward, left, back, side. Forward, right, back, side. Forward, right, back, side. You want to get the pelvis really connected to those 4 points, both circles moving. Okay, now just do it your own way to do a beautiful circle without thinking about those 4 points. Just roll like you're around a hula hoop or something, right? 6, 7, 8, and go the opposite direction. 1, 2, 3. Use your hand. It really helps you realize that you're doing a hoop there. 6, 7, 8. Good. Okay, that's all very good. And now we're going to move into our next thing here, which is to come into some Hatha Yoga possibilities. You're going to inhale up, coming into prayer, bringing the palms together when you come down through all 3 areas here. And so here we go. Inhale up for the yoga prayer. Exhale down, bringing the palms together. They touch in prana. And one more yoga prayer. Feel the exhale all the way down to your abdomen. And now I like to think of the Qigong prayer, which would be not connecting those palms visibly, but connecting them metaphorically as the Legong points between them connect in space. So Qi actually is always this kind of thing where you feel it, you know there's something there, but what is it? It's energy. Finding your own energy within. It's slow. You can feel it if you focus on it. You can feel it connect to the breath, the body, the mind, and whatever you're doing. And your palms will start to get red from that focus because you're focusing on the both. You need to do the feet too. So your fingers and your feet work together here. And we'll let that go. And we're going to do a spinal twist from yoga. You come to the balls of the feet. So come forward and up, bringing the heels up. You're going to bring your palms into prayer. And you'll twist first towards your right here, staying on the balls of the feet. It's a little bit difficult. And come all the way around with your hips, the center body, the shoulders, the head, and your eyes on your twist. On the exhale, come back to center on the inhale. Stop for a minute, take a nice deep breath, and then twist to the other side. Spinal twist. Prayer twist from yoga. And let it go, sink it down. Come into Tadasana, the mountain pose. And we'll begin our Tai Chi Cha, 19 movements and one pose. It's a forward, back, up and down weight shift. Come to the front of the feet on the inhale. On the exhale, go towards the heels and release the toes in front. And feel the figure 8 that you're making. If you use your index fingers to trace it, you'll know exactly what I mean. There's an infinity symbol locked into rocking motion. You're exhaling down. You're inhaling up, bringing the Qi from the earth, and then turning it around. And it's a figure 8, meaning that this is infinity, lifelong aging, everything is all connected to this idea that we have resiliency. And every day is fresh and joyous. Slowly breathing, tongue on the upper palate, releasing the jaw. Exhaling through the throat. Inhale through your nostrils. Exhale into the throat with the tongue still there. Release the jaw. Rocking motion warms up all the body with its slowness, its circularity, its continuity, and it's moving from the center, and you'll feel it within when you slow down like this. Moving forward on the inhale, the heels come up. Moving back on the exhale, the toes come up. A forward, back, up and down weight shift. That is a primary mover for the Qi and comes directly from Qigong. Last one of rocking motion. Bird flaps its wings, feet are in a V. Inhale here. Sink down, releasing the knees a little bit. There's your exhale. Here's your inhale as you restand. And on the third one of bird flaps its wings, one wrist circle forward, Just so simple. And inhale back. 2 more cycles of 3. And enjoy it. Smile. It's a wonderful feeling to be a bird on the edge of a branch. Last one. Lovely. Inhale back. Feel the lengthening of the spine and sink it through the earth. And now we shift back and forth here with our side to side shift, feet in a V. And you're going to begin your first weight shift forward and back. So shift into this leg. This is yawn. And you're going to release your left heel forward. And everything is connected from the hip, knee, and ankle down. So keep it simple. You're going to bring the first around the platter outside that left leg with your circle that comes all the way around and through the middle body as well. So here's your inhale. And here's your exhale. And notice how, as you come forward, you bend the front knee and you straighten the back leg, and the heel comes up. As you come back, you straighten the front leg and the toe comes up. It's no effort if you do a real yan yin leg here. Yan is the bent leg, it's the power leg. Yin is the resiliency, it's the feminine leg. And they work together continually through this whole practice. 3 more of around the platter in chest high water as an imaginative metaphor of how it feels. It's coming right across this whole sternum area, all the way around. And 1 more of around the platter in chest high water, and bring the left foot back in. Single grounding between sides. Inhale and exhale. Shift to your left. Release your right foot, just the toe, the heel. And then you're going to come forward here, bend the front knee, straighten the back. The heel will lift. Slide through the middle, glide through the middle. And then you're going to bring the toe up on the other side. And you want to really feel that there's some energy in this. So not too small a feeling here, but you really want to get a nice glide in the middle. So coming forward, inhale, glide, and now glide back and release the toe. Glide forward and release the heel. So the circle comes outside of this right leg. When you come with the circle back to the back foot, the front toe will lift. When you come back forward, the back heel will lift. So if you can get those connections, you've got it made for your front back weight shift. And we'll bring this back forward again on the inhale. And exhale back and bring that right leg in. And double ground it. Inhale to the heart, exhale down. Let's inhale up to the head, helping us extend our spine, and exhale down. And let's inhale even higher than that, up to the trees or the sun. Slight back bend, upper spine, feel your grounding through the feet. And exhale slowly down in relaxation response. If you run out of breath, just take another, but keep the palms moving slowly. Good. All right. Now release the fingers. Make sure you're okay. You might want to make sure that you're not tightening up. Maybe release the knees. I like the release. I think that for senior body, we need to do a lot of grounding, and we need to make sure we're releasing and not tensing up, because we don't need that. All right. Coming back to center here, we're going to come into a shift towards the right to release the left heel. You always start with your left. Around the platter variation, picking up a ball of energy here, sinking at center, shifting back. Inhale here. And notice that it's a circle within a circle. Here's this small circle with fingertips are straight up almost, but the palms are rounded. And you're going to drop the fingertips right opposite the heart. Six, maybe it's six. We'll do 3 more. We want to get to the point where you can do 9. This practice has about 100 weight shifts, so you're really strengthening the muscles in your foot and all those acupressure points that start there. Inhale and sink it down. Very good. Shifting to your left to release the right heel. Notice how this leg is a little more bent than the other because the yin leg has come forward and only the heel is dropped. Inhaling forward, picking up a ball of energy and sinking at center and bringing the energy back to your back leg. Once again, the circle is starting outside, this time your right leg. You want to center everything this way so that it's basically in alignment. Your hip, your knee, your ankle, and the little circle that's just above all that, that starts there. And then sinks right opposite your heart and comes back around the platter variation. Inhaling here, exhaling right there, and feeling that connection to the earth. Your palms are in polarity to the earth here. So you don't want to let the fingertips drop down because you're in chest-high water. And one more here. I think that makes it 9. Should be about 9. Come back to the back foot. You don't have to count. I'll count for you, but I might miscount too, so don't worry about it. It's not all that important. We just want to give it its due because it's beautiful stuff. Sink it down. Take it up higher. Breathe in through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. With your tongue on the upper palate, release the jaw. Very good. Now we're going to shift to the right. And we'll begin with our next move, which is going to be bass drum. So you're around the rim of the drum, you're inhaling up. You're exhaling back, and we're going to try to stay straight up and down. And there's a connection between the palms we call right here, the Legong points. Feel that connection on the inhale and on the exhale. And keep the fingers relaxed so that you don't tense them either. The palms are rounded, relaxed. As you inhale here for bass drum. And as the body comes back, so do the shoulders and the hips. Everything's connecting. Connectivity. Circularity, moving from the center and giving up any tension, just letting yourself move into this moving meditation with me. Inhaling towards me, exhaling back. Bass drum will come to a graceful conclusion on the left side here. Single grounding down, shift towards your left, release your right heel, and we do the bass drum on the other side. Keep the spine long and the crown of the head up, held up by a string so that you don't bring the weight of the head over the knees. Long spine, open chest. Those are our goals. Four. And this is the best move to teach your best friend because it's so simple and they can feel the chi right away. And so will your dog or cat. Guaranteed. Three more. Inhaling, exhaling back, inhaling forward. And one more here, forward and back, feeling the rim of the drum like it's velvet. And the chi will have started to build in your body. Guaranteed. Sink it down. Double ground it. And our next moves are the companion moves of daughter on the mountaintop and daughter in the valley. So starting with daughter on the mountaintop, shift to your right to bring the left heel forward. In Tadasana, the mountain pose has you with your palms facing forward here. And coming up, bringing your left hand close to the heart here, 2 circles intertwine as you climb this beautiful pairing of mountains and come down through the central trail. Inhaling here and exhaling down through the central trail with your left hand close to the heart. Letting the palms cross right at the heart here as you exhale down. Three more on this side. Last one of daughter on the mountaintop, left side. Bring the foot back in. Inhale, sink it through the earth. Shift to your left this time. You can bum a ride over here if you want to think that way. I like to do that. And that lightens this leg to move it forward. You have opposite leg, you're right. And now we're going to do our daughter in the mountaintop that way. Your left hand still close to the heart on both sides here. Just imagine yourself climbing a mountain. This is a lot easier than actually doing it, but you're doing this so slowly, you can feel the sense of climbing a mountain with your breath, your mind, and your spirit. That's why this is called a mind-body practice and a moving meditation. Last one here on your right side of daughter on the mountaintop. Let's exhale it, bring it to the heart, and ground it a second time. And now we're going to shift towards the right, bring the left heel forward for daughter in the valley. And you're starting on the tops of these mountains that you've just climbed that are heart shape. And now you're going to come over the sides of them and back to the center on the inhale here. Here's the inhale. You shift forward for the inhale. You shift back to look back over the valley, daughter in the valley. Breathing in, breathing out as you come back. Feel your weight shift forward. Release the heel in the back, and now feel your weight shift back, and just feel the toe release and back and front, sorry. Five. We're going all the way to 9. Here's your inhale as the palms almost touch, but they don't. You're cultivating the chi there, and then you release it over the mountains. And you might, I like to look at my hands here because you can see them start to really redden with the focus of that, cultivating the chi that happens in the inhale here. And then let it go. Daughter in the valley, left side comes to a conclusion here. Sink it down. Shift to your left, release your right. Daughter in the valley, starting on the tops of the mountains and then exhaling down to come through the body, through the center. On your inhale and looking back down to the bottom of the valley on your exhale. I see that she reclimbs her mountain that she's just gone up. So it's this wonderful feeling of, wow, that was great that we did the climbing in the morning and now we're coming back up again. Are we crazy? Yeah. Three more. Daughter in the valley will then come to a graceful conclusion. Enjoy it. The heart and mind are working together here. Inhale and sink it down through the earth. And double ground it. When we finish daughter in the valley, after daughter on the mountaintop, then we're coming to carry the ball to the side. So that's always a fun thing. We move over here to the right side and we come over 3 times, 3 times, 3 times to reach to the left. Then we wind up over here on the left and we move to the right. Okay? And sometimes we do this several times. So if you don't like it, it's a good time to get water. Otherwise, stay with it. Sink it down, wind up here with your ball, pick it up, release your left heel out, and now move across 3 times on a grand piano stool. Basically, that means that your pelvis is right underneath the upper body. Okay, we'll just feel that here. Okay, now we're going to bring in the outside foot. Ready? Inhale and sink it down. Winding up here, pick up your ball. Release your yin leg, it's straight. Shift across 3 times. Let the arms feel like they're pretty heavy, but that they move. Inhale to lengthen, sink, wind up, prepare the foot, and go across again. Bring in the foot, sink it, and one more this way. Good. And sink it through the earth. Beautiful. Wind up, picking up your ball over here on your left side. Release your right heel and move across. 1. Just following the ball. Sink it, wind up. Second cycle of 3. Notice how the knees are very spongy here, but you're not dropping a lot. So just a little bit, because you want to keep that head lengthening up through the spine all together as you move here. Inhale here, sink it down, and we'll go back to return to the left. Wind up. Hips are moving this way, body's moving that way. Picking up your ball here, fingertips are up. Release the heel, and now move across. Spongy knees. Heavy arms. Winding up. Sink it. Good. One more. Very good. Okay, now we're going to do our push-pull and pulling in the energy. So you're going to shift once we get a couple grounding here's going. So let's drop them down, the palms. Let's inhale up to the heart. Sink it down. Bring it up to the head on the inhale. Sink it down. Bring it up way into the sky here. Inhale. Sink it down. And we're going to go to a slight back bend of the upper spine, all the way up to the sun or the stars. Open the spine, open the heart. C-curve it back there a little bit. And then slowly come down, exhaling with relaxation response. And before we move into push-pull and pulling in the energy, we will take a moment to hydrate. Standing tall in Tadasana. Palms open here. And we'll now begin with push-pull. Shifting to your right to bring the left forward. And using the hand in this way that the heel comes down a little bit, that you bring the palms up, the fingertips are up, and you come back to your heart on the inhale. Here's the exhale. Push. Here's the inhale back to your heart. And it's very slow. You can feel the heel of the hand move down. Feel the fingertips come up. You can feel this slow movement of the wrist as it turns back to the heart. And it's a circle. Sometimes called giving and receiving energy. Why? Because you feel it come back to the heart on the inhale. Five, and then you'll have 4 more here. Chih moves through slowness, so don't rush. Here's your last exhale, and inhale back in a circle to the heart on your left side. Sink it down. Double ground it, bring it to your heart. Exhale it down. Shift to your left to release the right. push, pull, or giving and receiving energy. Inhale first, and now begin your exhale forward. And here, now you're going to inhale back to the heart, the palms turned around from the wrist, really slowly. In order to have a real circle, you need this push down a little bit. Then you come around, the fingertips are coming up, and then the wrists return to your heart again. Feeling your circle, your smoothness, your slowness, and your own continuity with it. And sort of even rhythm here. A slow exhale, bending the front knee, straightening the back, releasing the heel and back. A slow inhale back, releasing the front toe and bending the back leg. And one more, feeling your yin and yang leg. Yang now in front, yin and back, straight leg. And now bending the back, that's yang, and this is yin in front, straight leg. And one more, just to make sure that we're feeling our yang and yin leg and having a fairly long weight shift. And now sink it through the earth. And double ground it, bring it to your heart and exhale back down. And we move into pulling in the energy from the farthest star in the universe. Shift to your right, release to your left. This is another companion move. Here we have the inhale forward, over the left leg, and the exhale back to the right leg. And the back foot, make sure that it's slight angly, because we're now grounding and doing things a little bit slower here. So that full exhale here really needs not quite a 45-degree angle, but an angled foot back there. And you're bringing in the energy through the fingertips here as you move forward. And as you move back, feeling the exhale. Breathing in through nostrils, breathing out. Tongue is on the upper palate. Jaws slightly open. Maybe inner smile. Your Chi's probably working pretty well now. And release any tension in the face. Last one on your left. Of pulling in the energy. Inhale, sink it through the ground. Shift towards your left, release your right heel. Prepare the palms with the fingertips up and go outside this knee and then back around to embrace the other leg as it comes back. Feeling your forward back weight shift. Good. It should really be making you feel like you're moving towards joy now, because you're probably feeling a lot of Chi at this point. I hope so. Make sure there's no tension in the fingers. You might want to wiggle them just to make sure, and then let them go. The palm is around it. It's facing up towards the heavens. Take in that energy from the farthest star in the universe. You can add a visualization here if you want to. Maybe outside with somebody you love, and you're just feeling the stars through your fingers. Oh, look at that. Isn't that cool? The Milky Way. Whatever it is, take it in a real way. And one more of pulling in the energy from the farthest star. Inhale and sink it through the earth. And double ground it. And triple ground it. Bring it up really high here, because we just touched the stars. Open the palms, slight back bend of the upper spine. And exhale slowly down in relaxation response. Beautiful. It should feel really wonderful doing this, okay? And now we're moving into the taffies. These are tricky, but fun. Imagine that you've got heavy energy between the palms when they pass. Sink. Right hand under, pull it through. Square the hips and sink. There's a slight wind up here that happens as the right hand moves under. And it's the invite hand to the right. And then this sinking here to ground it is important. So really feeling that your knees are spongy. They straighten when you inhale, and when you exhale, they're spongy. And as the palms cross with the invite hand underneath, that tells you what direction you're going. You're going this way. And the other hand moves down to support the back leg. So here's the bent leg here that we're going to, and now we're straightening the back leg. Then we're bending both slightly as we exhale to ground. Feel all those things. Basic taffy. Let's come back to the left. Your left hand will be under as you move over here. Beautiful. First variation, anchor taffy. You're going to anchor your right and bring your left forward. Open the hips on the inhale, sink it, squaring the hips, and then bring it over to the left. Good. Now you're going to the left will be the anchor, and your right leg will move forward with taffy. You'll square the hips, and then the right hand will move you over this way, and you'll bring the other leg in on the inhale. Sink. If your feet are in a V, that really helps with this. Square the hips, sink, and move to this side. Keep that leg anchored on your right. Bring the left foot forward. Square the hips, and then bring it back to the left here. And sink it through the earth. Anchor taffy has come to a graceful conclusion. Bring it to the heart and exhale it down. After anchor taffy, we have this, which is the first variation. We have this very fun circles taffy, almost like jump roping, and your palms go 1, 2, 3, and then you bring the left hand over and you return to basic taffy. So it's the second variation of basic taffy. The first was anchor taffy. Basic taffy, anchor taffy, circles taffy. Ready? Sink, sink, sink. Left hand under. Pull the taffy towards the left. And sink. Sink, sink, sink. Right hand under. Pull the taffy underneath with your invite hand and bring the foot in. Sink. Inhale. 1, 2, 3. Use your core through here. Breathe in, breathe out. And last one of circles taffy. Left hand under and pull the taffy over to here. and draw it to a graceful conclusion. Double ground it, bring it to your heart and back. And our third variation in the taffies is perpetual motion taffy. And it uses also a beautiful move of restoring the Chih. You're going to be also doing a heel step here. So pull, pull. This is a heart protector move. You're coming over the upper arm here. You're coming down through the whole arm, and then you come to the other side. So if that's comfortable for you, it really does bring you a lot of Qi. They're not touching the palms, but they're very close. Perpetual motion taffy, a wonderful energetic taffy. With a heel step here, where you flex the foot, you bring the heel down, and then come to the toe. Feel it come to the toe before you drop the other heel. Let's do two more here, one to the right and one to the left. And it comes to a conclusion, and we will have done all 4 taffies, starting with basic, and 3 variations in there. Beautiful. Now we're doing working the pulley, and you're starting with your left hand, and you're going to start with your left foot. And this will be like a swim move we did before we did the crawl stroke. Yeah, that's what this is like. Okay, this hand's under the hip, your left hand starting. This is the exhale here. Here's the inhale that brings the hip back. That will allow you to slide your feet to keep hip, ankle, and knee together. Much safer than just leaving them locked. So slide on your back toe here, or ball of the foot, and slide on your front heel. Or think of it this way. You can touch someone's shoulder here, and then they'll touch yours. And this really works nicely to not make the circle or the going out on each side too far. You want to keep it very moderate here. So palms coming forward, but the back foot and the front foot are sliding you. This takes quite a while to figure out, but it's definitely worth doing if you can do it. This way you won't hurt your feet or torque your knee. If you slide on the back ball of the foot and the front heel. Starting with the exhale and then returning the hip back, there's the inhale. And now you're on your left side, right? Good. Now bring the foot back, inhale, exhale, ground it through the earth, and bring your right leg forward, your right hand forward, your right heel forward, and start your diagonal cross. Working the pulley. It's like we're all together and there's a whole bunch of people behind me or in front of me, and we're all threading our needles at the same time. It's a wonderful game of follow the leader. Good, let's finish the right side now. Last one. Bring the foot back in. Inhale, exit through, inhale through the earth. Couple times, bring it up to the shoulders, up to the head, up to the sky, and exhale it slowly down. And we're going to come into our next move. The feet will be in a V here. This is light at the top of the head, light at the temple. Sink it down. Feet in a V. Coming to the light at the top of the head, the heel of their hand is almost touching the back of the skull, but it's not touching. It's just above it. And inhale, and now exhale, and inhale, and exhale, and inhale. Ready? Light at the top of the head. Now you're going to circle the energy of yin and yang, all the opposites, as if you're massaging the Tao. Maybe 9 times. Then inhale, sink and rise, and let it go. Light at the top of the head. And let it go. Inhaling up through the center body with your left hand on top. Come to the temples. Light at the temple, feet in a V. Sink and rise. It's kind of a what if moment. You're at your temple. It's the connection of your thoughts, speech, and action. Circle it 9 times. Hold the energy there. Sink and rise 3 times and let it go. Out into the earth and back to your heart with your left hand on top. Sink it down. We next move into joyous breath. Your feet are still in a V, but this is the most energetic yawn move we do. So have fun with it. Inhale up. Come down 4 times on hmm. And on the third one, drop your heels. Another 4. Pick up lots of air and lots of happiness. Joyous breath. Good, much better. Inhale. Slowly exhale down. And we come into our next move, which is going to be a beautiful 1-2. Your right hand's up here. Passing clouds. Your left hand is facing the earth. And your feet are in a V. They don't come off the earth on this one. So make sure they're in a V. It'll be more comfortable when your knees come out. Passing clouds. As the mirror hand passes by you, we don't watch it because we're in a moving meditation. So we're centered. We're feeling changes happening. We know what we ourselves think we'll do, and we're happy. As the clouds pass, we stay centered. And last one here, bring the foot in. Inhale, sink it through the earth. And we prepare for our final 6 healing sounds, starting with the left hand and the left foot. For the heart, for the spleen, for the liver, for the lungs, for the triple heater, Chih, and for the kidneys, Judy. Start with your left. Ho, ho, su, Chih, Judy. And last one, 5 Judies. Ho, ho, su, Chih, Judy, 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 Judy. Take a deep breath, mixing the energy of yin and yang, all the opposites. Bringing your left heel to your right ankle bone for cosmic consciousness pose. Left hand will be closer to the heart as you bring the elbows up, as you center through the whole feet and feel the floor there. And as you bring the crown of the head up towards the heavens, feel both lines of energy connecting you. Hold 30 seconds. And thank you for your practice.